down.
Alright, okay, this is a drawing challenge, not a talking challenge, darling.
Kit calling Joe darling just always fills me with joy. There's a Benny. He's right there. What's up, Benny Boo? And how are you? Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, or just welcome in general. So today, first of all, is a very auspicious day. Today is September 4th, which means it is Nick Nelson's birthday. Hooray! Happy birthday, Nick! Yay! So over on the community tab, we're doing a discussion post about your favorite Nick Nelson moments. If you want to go share your favorite Nick Nelson moments, please go do so. Okay, but today we're not here to talk about specifically Nick's birthday. We are here to watch and react to the first episode of the official Heartstopper podcast. So the episode is about 15 minutes long. I will be trimming it because Netflix will absolutely copyright claim me if I show too much of it. So yeah, we're going to do the usual procedure for avoiding copyright strikes and hope for the best. Also, I made an effort to clean the cat hair off of my microphone, and as you can see, it was unsuccessful. So let's watch. Now, this was posted on Still Watching Netflix on YouTube. You can also find it on wherever you get your podcast. So the title is Kit Connor and Joe Locke Spill the Season 3 Tea. Heartstopper, the official podcast, Netflix. And the summary says, grab your popcorn because Kit Connor and Joe Locke joined Tia Kofi. Is it Kofi or Coffee? I should probably just listen. At Netflix HQ for the fabulous debut of Heartstopper, the official podcast. They chat Season 3 BTS goss, late night karaoke sessions, Kit's Cher impression, and Joe's burning desire to be a drag race judge. Plus, the duo play the first round of the BFF challenge. Lovely. Love it. Okay, so let's watch, and we'll talk about it as we go, and it will be lovely. Okay. We really start off with, like, a very interesting face from Kit, just going like...
Heartstopper the musical.
Slow down. Alright, okay, this is a drawing challenge, not a talking challenge, darling.
If someone showed me that, I'd be like, it's me.
It's really quite good, I think.
Kit calling Joe darling just always fills me with joy.
Welcome to the first episode of the Heartstopper official podcast.
Yeah, and this song apparently, I don't know if it was specifically done for the podcast, but this is definitely its debut, and it does very much encapsulate the Heartstopper feelings. Okay, and I'm just talking over all the nice clips that we're getting here. Okay, so let's look at the clips here. So we have Nick and Charlie running towards the beach. Wow. I was trying to remember what Charlie says here. So I was trying to remember if he said the beach or the sea or what, but yeah, he said the beach. Okay. All right, so we have Nick and Charlie running. Yeah, season 1 stuff. And then, so we have some of, so this would be, I assume... Well, obviously it's on beach day, but after Nick convinces Charlie to come into the water, and Charlie's like, I don't want to take my shirt off, and Nick's like, that's fine, leave it on, and in they go, and they have a lovely kiss in the water. Oh, we have some partying with what look like alcohol. That's fine. I love that Michael also has a drink with a straw. Oh, I love that James is there. Okay, Tao sitting on Charlie and Isaac. Yep. Aww. Everybody having a good time.
I'm your host, Tia Coffee, otherwise known as the Glamorous Geek.
Tia Coffee. Okay, so she pronounces it coffee.
The very first episode, dear listeners, I've been joined by Kit Connor and Joe Locke.
I like Kit's boots. Of course, Joe's sweater is very cozy.
Slay boots, mama. Welcome to my living room.
It's a really lovely living room.
It's really, really
like
chic.
I'm in...
Thank you, I decorated it
I
myself.
feel like we're in a Soho house.
That's what I was about to say.
There are a lot of lamps in this room. Like, is there a reason for all these lamps?
It does give
But I didn't want to say
What
it
do we like to
too
do in the
wanky.
Soho house, Joseph?
That's a great question. That's true to tell.
Oh, also, sadly, there are no subtitles or closed captioning available for this video. Not even automatic captions. that YouTube does. So there are some points where I just have no idea what they're saying, and I can't even check the caption. So that is unfortunate. Like you would think that Netflix, if I can sit here and caption my videos, you probably have the resources to do it. Like if I can go through and caption my videos correctly, you can probably do that too. So maybe consider doing that, just because there are some people who need those captions. So yeah, just
I have a mission that I want to steal something from the Netflix offices while we're here.
That's a good plan.
Joe wants to steal something from Netflix. That's fair. Netflix has stolen so much from us, like Dead Boy Detectives. I'm very salty. A lovely queer paranormal show was canceled after 1 season. And how dare you, Netflix? How dare you?
Listen, we're recording this in the past. This is the
Yeah.
past for you. So I actually haven't seen season 3 of Heartstopper.
We also have not seen season 3 of Heartstopper, except for some very naughty people who have watched the leaked footage, which don't do that.
That's because we haven't actually finished it yet.
Neither have we, in fairness.
No.
We haven't seen anything either.
Okay, so this was recorded before they'd even finished Heartstopper season 3, so they haven't seen anything.
Can you give me a cheeky overview of season 3?
Sex. Just sex and sex and sex.
Kid. So Tia is like, give us an overview of season 3, and Kit's mind immediately goes to the fact that Nick and Charlie are intimate in this season.
I mean, it's great sex. Really, really good. Immediately, they just become pros.
Okay, they just become pros. I thought before that he said they become bros, and I was like, is this like a really good mates kind of situation? Like, oh yeah, like bros do.
It's just straight off the bat.
Oh, not the blush, not the editing in a blush on Joe's cheeks.
Touching the eating disorders and mental health.
We
All
swear.
of that. We swear.
We
Look at the
swear.
swear this
Actual
year.
swear word.
We really
Fuck
swear.
this year.
That's very interesting. So we are going to get at least one F-bomb in this season. I think it does make sense to kind of scale it up as they get older. I think the strongest words we got in the first season were piss, as in piss off. And does someone say dick at some point? I think someone says dick at some point, but that was it. And then season 2, we got a little bit more. And now season 3, I guess we're going to use all the language, but probably still not excessively. But yeah, my only concern there, it's not really a concern, but like, I know they had said that the reason why they kept everything so PG in the first season was so that, you know, younger viewers would be able to watch it. So is it going to be a case of like a younger viewer tunes in and they can watch season 1, they can maybe watch season 2, but they can't watch season 3? I don't know. They have to wait a year. No, I'm sure that no one would do that. I'm sure they would just watch the whole thing. But
One of the nice things about season 1 in particular was the fact that we were like a sort of appropriate age to play the characters.
Yeah.
And now as we are getting older, it kind of feels like it would be a bit less believable if we were still kind of doing this like no swearing and no anything like that.
that's a very good point. Yeah, and they are definitely like, I wouldn't say that they have aged out of the roles, but Kit in particular, like, there's no way anyone is going to confuse this guy with a 16-year-old. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, this is a man. So, yeah, fair enough. What's going on here? Darla is planning mischief. We'll see what happens. I'm narrating what you're doing, Darla. I'm on to you, man. Okay, all right. Oh, okay. Instead, she's going to go try to jump up on the counter. Yeah, there she goes. Okay, she's just chilling. She's just like, this is where I sleep now.
If you could play any other character in the Heartstopper universe, who would it be and why?
I think Tao is like one of the funniest characters.
Yeah, I can't really picture Kit playing Tao, not only because of, you know, the fact that he is not Asian in the least.
Will is just like one of the most unpredictable and funny people I've ever come across.
Is anybody surprised that the character played by Will, who we all know Kit is obsessed with, is Kit's favorite?
Yeah, I was thinking Tao, but I'm going to find someone else now.
Oh, Joe is also thinking Tao.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Darcy. I think that they are a really interesting character, have a really great arc, especially this season and season 2.
So I'm really interested in what we're seeing here and hearing from Joe. So notice that Joe used they, them pronouns to talk about Darcy. And we have this lovely scene where we see them cutting Darcy's hair. And it seems like I'm getting the impression that we may be going down the road of Darcy, like the actor, Kizzy, might be getting a non-binary storyline this season, which is pretty awesome. So I hope that that's where we're going there. So hooray. Because yeah, that is one of the things that's missing here. Like we have trans characters, we have gay characters, we have bisexual characters, obviously, but we have asexual characters. We don't really have a main character who explores the non-binary side of things. So that's very cool that we might get that via Darcy.
Tori as well is a...
Tori, actually,
Yeah,
no,
right.
Tori's a great, yeah.
Oh, Tori, why are you all teary, Tori?
Jenny gets her moment this season. We have some great scenes together, and she's just, I think Jenny's an incredible actress. So
I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get from Tori in this season and getting to see more of her character and having her have actual like storylines and plots and things.
That's a good thing with Heartstopper. You get a lot of sort of like educational like moments in it and sort of conversation starters.
That's very true. There is very much like a primer to the queer community contained in Heartstopper, where if you're coming into it as someone who doesn't really understand different queer identities or different sexualities, you can learn a lot about it from Heartstopper, and that's very cool.
Got a pitch, right? Heartstopper the musical, written by me, obviously. What songs would you want your characters to sing?
why don't you give us like what you've got?
Heartstopper the musical.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Heartstopper the musical. All right, sound off. Would you like Heartstopper the musical? Obviously, I would enjoy anything that the cast did. So if they had the actual cast doing a musical, I'd be into it. But personally, I'm sometimes a fan of musical episodes in shows like Buffy the Musical, A++. But in general, I find it a little bit cringy. I find musical episodes of non-musical shows a little bit cringy. I know there's a lot to enjoy there, but in general, like, I'm a big fan of musicals, but also when I'm watching a musical, I get very bored during the musical numbers. I think there may be something wrong with me as a musical theater fan. The musical sequences genuinely bore me a lot of the time. So unless they're very good, like there are some exceptions, but for the most part, like I'm just like, can we move things along? Like unless the song is specifically furthering the plot or the characters or something like that. But if it's just like, let's sing about ice cream, I'm just not into it.
I'm not sure what Nick would sing. You know, maybe he'd just
I
sing
think Nick
some
would be
like...
very good at singing.
I don't think he would either.
Yeah, you know, that's true. Like Kit is a very good singer, obviously, but I don't see Nick as being like a singing person. He doesn't seem to be someone who would be like a singer guy.
Have you ever done karaoke together?
Actually, the other night,
I saw this karaoke story when they posted it on Instagram a few days ago, and it's a funny story.
me and Joe and Toby and Will, we all went out for dinner, and then Joe had to get on a flight the next morning. He did the smart thing. He was like, all right, I'm going to go to bed.
This was like 1 a.m, so it wasn't like it was like
Yeah, you weren't being boring.
Yeah.
early.
It wasn't quite 1 a.m, it was about 12.
Okay, sorry.
You were still a bit of a grandma.
My flight was at 5 a.m.
Yeah, the fact that they're calling Joe a grandpa for leaving at midnight when he had a 5 a.m. flight, and I'm here going to bed at I'm in bed by 9 o'clock every single night. Although, honestly, I think if I had the opportunity to do karaoke with Kit, Will, and Toby, like, I would stay out even if I had to get up super early the next morning. Like, I would just stay up all night in that case. I would pay for it for the next 2 weeks, but I would do it. So, but Joe has this opportunity more often than I do, probably.
In the town that we, like, nearby where we shoot Heartstopper, there's this pub, and they had a karaoke night. So me, Will, and Toby, there are videos of us, like...
Some incredible videos.
Belting
I was
songs.
in an Uber to my plane at 5 a.m, and I just was watching these videos of them.
I've actually not seen these videos of them doing karaoke, so if anyone would like to share those, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, I'll just look around and I'm sure I'll find them. But I wonder what songs they sang. For some reason, I imagine them singing Queen, Don't Stop Me Now and getting really into it. It might be like a Red, White, and Royal Blue thing that is coming into my head.
No, I am definitely not doing karaoke.
I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 100 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit.
So that was the last time I did karaoke, and it was with Will and Toby, and it was a bonding moment. And unfortunately, Joe wasn't there.
See, that's me. That's me. Like Joe is me in this case. Like I'm the one who's catching up on what everyone did the night before when I went home early. That's assuming that I did actually get like go out and do things, which I haven't in a very long time. But
Are there any musical moments in season 3 of Heartstopper? See how I tried to bring
it
that
back. Yeah, professional.
There is.
Yeah, there is.
Mate.
It's Sahar. Yeah,
Yes,
Sahar is a keen musician.
Layla sings a whole song.
the band, Sahar's band, yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that Layla was a singer as well, so that's very cool. I really look forward to seeing Layla sing. And you have Charlie in the background on the drums. You can see, he's wearing the jeans ripped at the knees and short sleeve shirt. Love it. Love to see it. I wonder what song they're gonna do. That'll be cool to see.
Wanna make a supersonic man out of you.
I was like joking.
And Joe is actually drumming on it. No, I mean you're not actually drumming on it, but your
I
character
could
is.
do the drums. I didn't have to get a double for that bit.
Can you actually play the drum?
You go, girl.
I can play 3 beats that I learned 3 years ago when we got the job.
Honestly, me.
We're probably not the most musical out of the group.
No.
Kit has had a singing role in a major motion picture, and Joe has sung on Broadway, and they're like, oh, we're not very musical. Now, in terms of instruments, okay, that's fair. But like in terms of singing, I think they're being extremely overly modest here. Though I'm sure everyone else is also very talented, but they are both extremely good singers. So
I think Will and Rhea and Karina are probably like the top musicians.
it does seem like a lot of the Heartstopper cast have musical abilities, so they probably could do a musical if they wanted to.
If we formed a band, I think I'd probably not be in the band. I'd be like security or something like that.
It's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round and get to find not the man they think I am. Oh, no, I'm a rocket man.
I think I'd probably not be in the band.
Sure, Jan.
If you could be a guest star in any other TV show or movie, which would it be?
Drag
What do you want?
Race.
Okay.
And they still haven't asked me. Yeah, I want to be a guest in Drag Race, and I've been saying it for many, like over 2 years now, and no one has hit me up about it. So I'm pretty bitter about it.
So confession, I do not watch Drag Race. I have never watched Drag Race. I tend to not like reality TV that has a lot of drama in it or a lot of like people not getting along. I like home renovation shows, but mainly the ones where people are nice to each other. I'm not sure Drag Race would be for me, but I respect it a great deal as a show, and I know Joe loves it. So I really hope that he gets to live his dream here of appearing on Drag Race sometime as a guest judge.
I want to judge Snatch Game.
Who would you do for Snatch Game?
Okay, so
Share, bitch. On season 2, all we did all day was just go, I'm Cher, bitch. The whole day.
See, I don't even know what Snatch Game is.
What was the original question? TV show. What TV show
Yeah.
would you do?
Fleabag.
A strong answer.
Fleabag would be I feel like it would be really fun.
Fleabag is another show that I have never watched, though. I've seen clips of it, and it looks absolutely amazing and hysterical, so I do need to watch it at some point. What are we doing, Benny? What's up, bud? Still no nap, huh? Okay. From the clips that I've seen, I could definitely see Kit having a good time on Fleabag and being a good addition.
Who has been your biggest inspiration or mentor in your acting career so far?
Who would you say?
I mean this in the least corny way, but I think especially like starting into this, you were a very, especially at the start when I didn't know what I was doing, you were very, very good at that.
This is such a sweet answer from Joe, but that makes a lot of sense because, like, you know, it was Joe's first acting job ever, and Kit has acted in a lot of stuff since he was a wee baby. So I could see Kit being very helpful to Joe in learning how to deal with all of that.
Is the feeling reciprocated?
Yeah.
Is the feeling reciprocated? Yeah.
Well, obviously,
I like that Kit is trying to like be kind and reciprocate, even though it seems like not so much. But that's okay. That's okay.
someone who I did actually always sort of look up to when I was working with them was I did a couple films with Sir Tom Courtenay, who played my grandpa twice, and he's a bit of a legend and sort of became like my second grandpa. So I'd say that he was a big influence on me.
That's a good answer from Kit.
So, gorgeous people, we have come to the end,
Wait, it's like 10 minutes in. What do you mean we've come to the end?
but there is one thing left, and that is the BFF challenge. We're going to do an art challenge. Bring in the materials.
The fact that we have chosen a visual challenge for a podcast.
5 seconds.
I used to get detentions at school because I would be
All
drawing
right, okay,
stuff
this is
in
a
art,
drawing challenge, not a talking challenge, darling.
and I'd
Let's
accidentally
go.
draw vaginas. And as a gay man, I was definitely not doing that on purpose.
What were you trying to draw?
Flowers or something?
Just the idea that like young Joe is there doodling flowers as a gay child and accidental vaginas. It happens.
I would get really told off for it, and I was like, I don't know what a vagina looks like.
I don't know what. Okay.
I'd like you to draw a speed portrait of each other.
This is just really mean. I'm so sorry. Oh God.
I'm going to be offended.
Maybe.
Joe, would you like to show your portrait first?
I look like Buzz Lightyear.
The giant chin.
There's the
him
eyebrows
my
give a bit
ears
sinister.
instead. He's got quite sinister eyebrows.
Oh,
When he does that, he always does that.
is that like your default suspicious face? Or just like
No, he just
resting?
does it.
Very good suspicious face.
He has
smolder?
3 like weird faces. That one, the face where he cries and pretends he's crying, or the face where he puts his eyes in different directions.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even look at that. Nope, can't look. Can't look. Eye stuff freaks me out.
Like that.
That's actually really impressive.
I can't cross my eyes like that. I can only go outward.
That's very interesting though. Like are any of you like this? Can you not cross your eyes but you can go outward? Cuz like I can cross my eyes. That's all. I don't have very much eye versatility, which is fine with me.
Come on, let's see it.
The eyebrows, okay. But the nose, no.
Thing is, though, if someone showed me that, I'd be like, it's me.
It's really quite good, I think. It's quite wide, but it's not big. It's just quite wide.
Is it?
No. I mean,
you think
hey,
that's
no.
I think you've got a lovely nose.
Joe suddenly has a complex about his nose. Joe, your nose is lovely, don't worry. From someone who actually has a large nose.
I don't think you have a bad nose at all. I think you have a lovely nose. I think you have a lovely face.
Thanks, Kit.
They're both
Is that not-
really good.
Is that not?
They're both really good.
Gorgeous people, that is it for this episode of the Heartstopper official podcast. Bye for now.
Yay! Okay. All right, and that is the end of the first episode of the official Heartstopper podcast. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I love Tia as a host. Kit and Joe definitely having fun. So I look forward to the rest of the episodes, and if you guys like this, let me know and I will react to the rest of the episodes. Otherwise, I mean, maybe I will anyway, who knows. But but let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of this episode of the podcast? What was what was something that stood out to you? And anything you want to talk about, comment below and I will read it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing, all the wonderful things that you do. Huge thanks to our patrons who are amazing, spectacular, wonderful, fantastic. And a special shout out to our Nick Nelson members, Kelly Walker, Paul Z, Kent Smither, Kim Engel, Lauren Javier, and Mark Walker. All right, that's going to do it for today. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whatever time of day it may happen to be. I'll see you next time. Okay? Bye.
Feel the room get colder. You can rest.